Netflix worked with the Tindalls to reshoot the Invictus documentary after Meg ruined it with her Diva antics, ending the deal with the Sussexes. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, have announced the first show of their multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix, a documentary covering the behind-the-scenes story of the Invictus Games. Heart of Invictus will follow the journeys of individuals who are competing at the Prince Harry-backed sporting event for injured former members of the armed forces. Harry will appear on camera and be credited as an executive producer on the series, which will cover the run-up to the 2022 Invictus Games in The Hague. However, 2 years have passed, the Invictus show still not released. Why so long for the programme to come out? By the time it's released, this year's games will be upon us. Netflix must be holding it back for a reason. A good source on Twitter has revealed that Netflix is allegedly having to reshoot the Invictus documentary with Mike Tindall because Harry's wife ruined it with her presence. The source said that Netflix is just trying to put an end to the contract. Even the Invictus documentary is delayed. I heard they're going to reshoot a lot of it to get Meghan out, since she did all she could to be front and centre during the last attempt to shoot the documentary. On a more serious note, she's such a self-centred jerk. The spotlight at the Invictus Games should be 100% on the athletes. They've all overcome great obstacles and trained so hard to compete. The Harkles turned it into a media circus and a PR event to promote themselves. They're really despicable. Netflix needs to get back some of the cash they paid these wasters. It wasn't Harry that brought the idea to the UK. It was one of his staff, public relations people. They were indeed inspired by the US Warrior Games, but it wasn't ripping off. The inspiration has been acknowledged. Harry was apparently a very effective patron until Meghan got involved. Unfortunately, he seems to have turned it into a vehicle for himself and his awful wife. Cue an opening speech by Meghan, talking about Harry as though the games were all about him. Lots of shots of hugging winning athletes, tions, etc. Utterly shameless. Warrior Games was only for US soldiers and veterans. Invictus was started to be an international event. While the same, they're different, both serve a purpose, and I surely wouldn't knock Invictus. It's a noble thing outside of the Harry connection, and I wouldn't be shocked if they phase him out eventually. It's the first time Prince Harry and Meghan have appeared in Europe in public together since stepping back as senior royals in 2020. The pair visited Windsor Castle to see the monarch on the way to The Hague from the US, where they now live. Prince Harry founded the Games to help injured military veterans. Last year's Games started on Saturday and ran until the 22nd of April. At one point, Meghan waved towards the press pen, and the pair walked into the reception hand in hand. A film crew is joining the couple at the Games as part of filming for a Netflix series called Heart of Invictus.